Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Plantae, where we make biology simple and fun. In today's video, we'll learn all about one of the most important parts of a plant, the leaf. We'll explore its structure, types, and functions. So stay tuned till the end. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Plantae. In today's lecture, we'll learn all about the flower, its structure, parts, functions and types, in a simple and easy to understand way. So, let's begin. The flower. The flower is a highly specialized reproductive shoot. Each typical flower consists of 4 distinct types of members, arranged in 4 separate whorls, circles, one above the other, on the receptacle or thalamus, which is the enlarged end of the flower stalk called the pedicel, a stalk of flower. The lower 2 whorls are called accessory or non-essential, and consist of generally small and green floral leaves, the sepals, and usually large, coloured and attractive floral leaves, the petals. The whorl of sepals is called Calyx, whereas the whorl of petals is termed as Corolla. Parts of flower and position of parts of flowers on thalamus. The upper 2 whorls are called reproductive or essential, and consist of 2 kinds of sporophylls. The microsporophylls, or stamens, forming the whorl Androecium, andros male. Each stamen consists of 3 parts: filament, anther, and connective. The filament is the stalk of the stamen, and anther is the expanded head present at the tip of the filament. Each anther is bilobed. The lobes are connected with one another by connectives. The anther bears 4 chambers, or pollen sacs, filled with pollen grains or microspores. The megasporophylls, or carpels, forms the whorl Gynoecium, gyne, female. The carpel consists of 3 parts: ovary, style, and stigma. The ovary is the basal swollen part of the carpel. It forms 1 or more chambers and contains 1 or more little rounded or oval bodies, the ovules. Each ovule encloses an oval cell, the embryo sac. On maturation, the ovary gives rise to fruit and the ovules to seed. The style is stalk-like structure at the tip of which stigma is present. Perianth. The calyx and corolla are collectively known as the perianth. Usually, the sepals are differentiated from petals in size and colour, but in some cases, such as lily and tulips, the sepals are large and coloured as petals. In certain other cases, both sepals and petals are small and green. When the perianth is green like sepals, it is called cephaloid, and when coloured like petals, it is said to be petaloid. If the leaves of the perianth are free from one another, the perianth is known as polyphylous, and if the leaves are united, it is said to be gamophylous, poly, free, and gamo, united. Bracts. A bract is a special leaf which bears a flower or a cluster of flowers in its axil. According to form, colour, and arrangements, the bracts may be classified as leafy bracts, green and leaf-like; scaly bracts, small and thin, scale-like; petaloid, coloured, like petals, example in Euphorbia, bougainvillea; spathe, the large enclosing a cluster of flower, in date palm; involucre, a group of bracts forming a cup-like structure, example in sunflower; glooms, small dry bracts enclosing flowers, as found in wheat; bracteoles. These are small leaves or scale-like structures present on the pedicel of a flower. They occur in pairs in dicots and singly in monocots, generally. Sometimes the bracteoles form a whorl just below the calyx, known as epicalyx, as in cotton, Gossypium herbaceous, etc. When the bracteoles are present, the flower is termed as bracteolate. Symmetry of the flower. If a flower can be divided into two equal halves in one or more planes, directions, it is said to be symmetrical. And if a flower cannot be divided into similar halves in any plane, it is said to be asymmetrical, as in Opuntia. A symmetrical flower can be divided into similar halves in more than one plane. It is called actinomorphic or regular, and its symmetry is termed as radial, as in Petunia, poppy. And if a symmetrical flower can be divided into two equal halves only in one plane, it is called zygomorphic, and its symmetry is said to be bilateral, as in P, Ocimum, Niasbo, etc. Petaloid bracts, involucri, ectomorphic, zygomorphic, pedicel. The stalk through which the flower is attached to the axis is termed as pedicel. If the flower possesses a pedicel, it is termed as pedicellate, and if pedicel absent, the flower is known as sessile, as in wheat. Complete and incomplete flower. A flower is called complete when both the calyx and corolla are present, and incomplete when the calyx or corolla or both are absent. Perfect and imperfect flower. A flower is perfect, hermaphrodite, or bisexual when both the stamens and carpels are present, and imperfect or unisexual when either the stamen or carpels are absent. The unisexual flowers may be staminate if only stamens are present, or pistillate if only carpels are present. If staminate and pistillate flowers occur on the same individual plant, the plant is called monoecious, as in castor oil plant. If the staminate and pistillate flowers are borne on different plants, the plant is called dioecious, as in date palm. If a plant bears staminate, pistillate, and hermaphrodite flowers, it is known as polygamous, e.g. in mango. Monoecious plant, dioecious plant, staminate, pistillate. Thalamus, the terminal part of the pedicel bearing sepals, petals, stamens, and carpels, is called thalamus. Generally, it is short, but in some cases it becomes elongated and shows distinct nodes and internodes. The internode between calyx and corolla is called anthophore. Between corolla and Androecium is called androphore, and between the Androecium and the Gynoecium is termed as gynandrophore. Insertion of floral leaves. The arrangement of floral leaves on thalamus is called insertion. The thalamus may be convex, flattened, or cup-shaped, and arrangement of the floral leaves varies according to the form of the thalamus. Three main types of arrangement of floral leaves are recognized. Hypogynous. The thalamus is convex or conical, and the gynoecium is developed on the top of the thalamus, while the stamens, petals, and sepals are arranged below the gynoecium on sides, e.g. in poppy, buttercup, brassica. Such flowers are known as hypogynous. The gynoecium in these flowers is said to be superior, and the other floral leaves inferior. Perigynous. The thalamus is flattened and form a circular disc. The gynoecium occupies the center of the disc, while the stamens, petals, and sepals are arranged around gynoecium. Such flowers are called perigynous. Example in Spirea. In epigynous flower, gynoecium is superior and the other floral leaves are interior. In some cases, as in strawberry, blackberry, etc., the disc-like thalamus develops conical protuberance in its middle, and the carpels are present on this protuberance. In certain other perigynous flowers, the thalamus becomes cup-like due to growth of its margins. The carpels in these cases develop either on the bottom or on side the cup, while the stamens, petals, and sepals are present at the margins of the cup. Example, cherry, rose, etc. Epigynous. In some flowers, the thalamus grows upward, completely surrounds the ovary, and becoming fused with it, so that the sepals, petals, and stamens are inserted on top of the ovary. Example, in pear and apple. The gynoecium in such cases is described as inferior and the other floral leaves as superior. Insertion of floral leaves. Hypogynous, perigynous, see epigynous. Aestivation or prefloration. The arrangement of sepals and petals in bud condition is known as aestivation. The following types of aestivation are met in different plants. I. Valvate. The sepals and petals are in one whorl. Their margins just touch each other. There is no overlapping. Example, in artboards. 1. Twisted or contorted. One margin of a sepal or petal overlap that of the next one, and the other margin is overlapped by the third one, as in cotton. Imbricate. The margins of sepals and petals, which are 5, overlap, in the manner that one is internal, being overlapped on both margins. One is external on the other margin. Example, in cassia. 4. Vexillary. When there are 5 petals or sepals. The posterior one is the large and almost cover the 2 lateral ones, and the latter, in their turn, overlap the 2 anterior or smaller ones. For example, in Papilionaceae. 5. Quincuntial. Of the 5 floral leaves, 2 are exterior, 2 interior, and of the 5th, one margin is overlapping, while its other margin is being overlapped. Example, Insidium guajava. Types of aestivation. Calyx. The outermost whorl of flower consisting of sepals is termed as calyx. Their major function is protection of flower in bud condition. Various characteristics shown by the calyx are: forms of calyx. The sepals are coloured like petals, as in larkspur. Polysepalous. The sepals are free from one another, e.g. in brassica. Gamosepalous. The sepals fused partially or completely with one another, e.g. in pea, citrus and rose. Gamosepalous and regular. All the sepals united and alike. Tubular. Sepals unite to form a long and tube-like structure, e.g. in verbena. Gamosepalous call campanulate. Sepals unite to form bell-shaped structure, e.g. in petunia. In fundibular form, sepals unite to form funnel-shaped structure, e.g. in Atropa belladonna. Globose. Sepals unite to form globe-shaped, short and inflated in the middle, structure, e.g. in raspberry. Part. Urceolate is unite to form an urn-shaped, long and inflated in the middle, structure. Pappus. The calyx is modified and very much reduced and is represented by hairs called pappus, e.g. in Compositae. Gamosepalous and irregular. All the sepals united but not alike. Bilabiate. Sepals unite forming 2 lips, as in Salvia, Oxymum, family Labiata. Hooded. One or more sepals unite forming a hood-like structure, as in monkshood. Spurred. One or more sepals unite forming a long hollow tube or spur, projecting downward, as in larkspur, garden nasturtium. Corolla. It is the second whorl of the flower and consists of petals. The petals are often brightly coloured and sometimes scented to attract insects. Various characteristics shown by the corolla are: sepaloid. The petals are green like sepal. Polypetalous. Petals free from one another, e.g. in buttercup and brassica. Gamopetalous. The petals are united with one another. Forms of corolla: polypetalous and regular. Petals free and alike. The petals are narrowed at the base. The long, narrow, stalk-like portion is called the claw, while the upper, broad portion is called the limb, as in dianthus, turnip, etc. Such petals are called clawed. Cruciform. Corolla consists of 4 clawed petals arranged in the form of a cross, as in cruciferae. Rosaceous. Petals 5 in number. They have very short claws or none at all, and spread irregularly outwards, as in rose, rosacea, pear and peach. Caryophyllaceous. The calyx forms a tube, and the corolla consists of 5 petals having very long claws. The limbs of the petals spread out above the tube, at right angles to the claws, as in dianthus. Rosaceous, cruciform, caryophyllaceous. I can't copy the exact text from the image, as it's an image of a page, and not selectable text. However, I'll transcribe the text as accurately as possible, based on what's visible. A flower. Irregular, papilionaceous. The corolla consists of 5 petals, free, but not alike. The upper, posterior. Petal is large, and is called the standard. Within the standard are 2 petals, the wings, one on either side, and within the wings is a boat-shaped structure, the keel, which consists of 2 petals fused together along their inner margins. Example, in P, subfamily Papilionaceae, of Leguminosae, Gamma-petalous, and regular, petals united and alike. Tubular, petals united to form a tube-like structure, e.g. in disc florets of sunflower. Campanulate, petals united to form bell-shaped structure, e.g. in Campanula withania. Infundibular, petals united to form a funnel-shaped structure, e.g. in Petunia ipomea. Globose, petals united to form a short structure which is inflated in the middle. Rotate, the petals unite to form a wheel-shaped structure. The lower part of the petals is united and the upper part spreads out like spokes of a wheel, as in Solanum nigrum and Solanum xanthocarpum. Gamma-petalous and irregular, petals united but not alike. Bilabiate, petals united to form 2 lips, one above the other. When the lips gap like those of an open mouth, the corolla is called bilabiate ringent, as is salvia and ocimum labiatae, while if the lips meet each other like those of a closed mouth, the corolla is called bilabiate personate, as in Antirrhinum, Linaria, etc. Spurred, 2 or more petals united and prolonged into a long, tubular struct called the spur, as in larkspur and garden nasturtium. Ligulate, the lower portion of the corolla is tubular, but the upper portion long and flattened like a strap, as in the ray florets of sunflower. Corona, in some flowers, small outgrowths or ligules are developed in a circle on the corolla perianth. These outgrowths may be free or united, are known as corona. Example in Narcissus guibnagis. Androecium, it is the 3rd whorl of the flower, consisting of stamens. These are modified leaves that bear microspores. The number of stamens is fixed in a species. The flowers may possess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or more than 5 stamens, and these are referred to as follows. Monandrous, stamens free, present singly. Diandrous, stamens free, 2 in number. Tri, tetra, pentandrous. Polyandrous, stamens free and 3, 4, or 5 in number, respectively. The stamens of flowers may be of same length, or their lengths may vary, without any definite relation to each other. But in few cases, there is a definite relation between short and long stamens. Such stamens are said to be didynamous, stamens 4 in number, 2 long and 2 short. In Ocimum, Neasbo. Tetradynamous, stamens 6 in number, 4 long and 2 short, in a single whorl, as in Brassica sarsen. Generally, The stamens alternate with petals and are said to be antisepalous. But in some flowers, they may lie just opposite the petals. Such stamens are present in two whorls. Which part of the flower develops into the fruit after fertilization? 2. What is the difference between actinomorphic and zygomorphic flowers? 3. In which type of flower is the ovary inferior? Hypogynous, perigynous, or epigynous? So, the next time you see a flower, remember, it's not just beautiful, it's a tiny biological miracle of reproduction. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more easy biology lectures. Thanks for watching and see you in the next class. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. End product.